So we'll go back to some more Xenoblade Chronicles, where last time we got finished with everything in Valak Mountain after discovering the true identity of Metalface, who was actually the traitor Mumkar. And this time, we're leaving Valak Mountain entirely. I think I'm still gonna go with Shulk. I still want Melia in there, and I think I'm gonna go with Rhine. Well, I know, man, see, this is the thing that sucks, is when you get affinity maxed out between two people, it really makes no sense to go with those two people and because of the affinity stuff. I guess I'm still, I'm still gonna go with Dunban, actually, because those guys, everybody here needs affinity, and I want to go with Shulk. We're finally leaving, by honest thumb. This is just the thumb of the beast. You kidding me? We made it so far, and yet we still got so much more left. And, yeah. Got some pretty cool music coming up, and Delirium Foxglove. Surprised I was actually able to pronounce that.
Oh, what the...
Is all that big sword? Oh, if he's, then ouchie ouch!
The sword of the Mechonis.
The entire valley below. The whole thing is its sword.
Something seems... unnatural.
What do you mean?
Look, that flowing light. From the way it glows, it has to be ether. But it looks like it's being drawn in by something.
By the fortress. It should just be up ahead.
Father once told me that the Mechonis absorbs the ether of the Bionis and uses it for sustenance.
So the Mechonis feeds off ether? Then undoubtedly the ether serves as the Mekon's energy source as well.
Welcome to Sword Valley. Such a cool place. And we haven't really seen anywhere that's been like an arid / deserty region, and, well, this is that region in this game. As I was mentioning with, like, Valak Mountain and just the locations of everything, even the environments make a lot of sense. There's nothing covering the Sword of the Bionis, so it makes sense that the constant weather of, constant sun and stuff, it'd make it a very arid region. Very, very cool. And that's not even half of it. Welcome to Sword Valley. We're on the Mechonis now.
It looks so big, even from this distance. The fortress must be enormous.
Galahad Fortress. The frontline base of the Mechon. The Mechon that attack Bionis must all come from here.
Then... there's a high probability that he's there. The golden Mechon that took Fiora. We're about to enter the Mechon stronghold. If there's anyone who wants to turn back now...
Shulk, friend should no split up. No leave friend behind. Ricky's scared, but Ricky won't go too.
Ricky.
He's right. Okay, let's go.
Yes.
This place is huge and so cool. There's more than meets the eye with just this place. It is freaking gigantic, and it looks so awesome. Such a really cool idea. We're on the giant sword that killed the Mechonis. Like, so cool.
What's that?
A supply convoy. It would be most unwise to proceed without restocking our supplies.
You arranged this for us. Hey, it's... Dixon!
Looks like you lot have been having fun without me. Heard you took care of that faced Mechon.
What are you doing here?
I got wind of some allied force coming together a few days back. I stepped up as the representative of the Homs. Then a little birdie told me you lot were heading for Galahad Fortress. So I thought I'd drop by and say hello. I've got a whole stack of new equipment. Want some?
Yeah! I was hoping for some new stuff.
Hold it, Ryan. You know it's gonna cost you.
You cheap old man.
Skill learned. What the balls did you learn? Oh, you got your increased agility from honesty. Nice. I should probably check if everybody else is good. Oh, wow, you are really close. Holy. Oh, we're about to get Adore Sun. That's going to be so nice to have once everybody can get that on them. So, as the name implies, for one, if we look at the area maps, we are officially on the Mechonis. The great sword of the Mechonis pierces the Bionis, a place where Homs and Mechon clash. You can tell that, yeah, we're on a whole different freaking continent. And you thought we were just going to be exploring the Bionis. No. There's more than meets the eye with that. So, you got these, you got a shop here. And you have all these anti-Mechon weapons, which are pretty crappy. I'm gonna be honest with you, but here, well, actually, that's not much different for Ryan, per se. But here's the thing. As the name implies when it comes to, well, the Mechonis, this place only has Mechon here. As such, we now have anti-Mechon weapons that allow us to hit Mechon without having the need for the Monado. Here's the thing. For one, all of these are single slot, and all of these are really bad damage. And here's another thing. I would only recommend buying these if you are going to use certain characters, such as Dunban or Rhine or whoever. Shulk obviously doesn't need it, he has the Monado, so he doesn't really need any of that. Melia, I would also argue that you don't need one as well. The reason for that is because, well, it's, since she's mostly an ether user, she could still hit Mechon normally. Now, granted, it nerfs her by 50% if she goes to try to attack a Mechon with her ether arts, but she does so much damage either way, and we will be getting upgrades of these anti-Mechon weapons in the future. I just don't recommend buying that for her, and along with that, I highly just suggest rocking Shulk the entire time, because, well, Enchant's going to be your best weapon, and it's going to be effective in the cost front, because 24,000 just for one of these at the lowest price. These things are expensive. They are really, really costly, so I really do suggest you be careful with buying all of these. And again, we'll be getting upgrades to these in the future. You also have some new armor, which I think I'm going to be fine with. I mean, they are pretty nice in the defense front, but for the most part, amethyst armor, but no gem slot, unfortunate. We'll be getting some armor from the enemies in the future anyway, so you also have some new arts, some intermediate arts. Got Thunder, Soaring Tempest. Normally I don't recommend buying some of these, but I actually am gonna buy one. All these other ones, Mind Blast too. I'll buy one of these. There's a reason why I've been saying that, and we'll be coming up to a point. I just want it to actually appear on the journey before I explain that. So I guess with some new AP, we can use it on some of our arts. Oh, finally we can upgrade some arts on people. Especially for Melia. Ooh, I think I want to get some Mind Blast. Mind Blast is going to be imperative in the future. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, personally, I'm not going to be buying any of those. Here's the thing too. I keep saying that, I apologize. If you topple Mechon, it still works as if you, well, if you have an anti-Mechon weapon and all that, you can still deal with them that way, but it's a lot easier if you do have the anti-Mechon weapons, and I honestly would really suggest having Rhine in there too, but I think the problem is Shulk and Rhine's freaking affinity are maxed, so I can't do much on that front. Besides that, that's who I recommend. I also do recommend having Ricky as well. He will be a good ether user as well, and actually I might put him in. We'll see how that goes. At the very least, I just suggest keeping Shulk on at all times if you're not going to be buying anti-Mechon weaponry. Just trust me on this. Having enchant on the fly is just going to be the best of all worlds.
Hey there.
If you're all ready, let me know what you've been up to. Looks like you've been through it a lot. Tell me about it. Let's tell him what happened.
Fiora? You mean Dunban's sister?
Yes.
So that's why you're all looking so down. I can't believe they're sticking homs into those faced Mechon. Looks like they weren't just eating us.
They made Mumkar into one. He was the one who attacked Colony 9.
Oh, and there was me thinking he snuffed it in that battle.
Aren't you surprised?
Did he attack Colony 9? I don't know what drives those Mechon. I've given up trying to figure them out. It don't surprise me one bit. Still, Mumkar as well, eh? Things are getting interesting.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing.
It is time for us to return. I would like to continue providing assistance, but my help is required in assembling HOMs for the Allied force. There are also my duties as seer to consider.
Then I'll be off too. You lot should be alright getting Fiora back. In the meantime, we'll be getting ready for battle.
Thanks for coming this far. We'll be fine. We can handle ourselves.
Galahad Fortress is a key position for the Mechon. You can't just rush in, all guns blazing.
Agreed. We will infiltrate via the ether inlets. If I'm right and the Mechon do feed off ether, then we're sure to find some form of influx channel. Our objective is to reach one of those channels.
Don't go dying on me, Shulk.
I won't. You take care as well.
Cheers.
Looks like it's just us.
Right. We head for the hilt of the sword. Galahad Fortress.
Okay.
One year on. Now, at last, we will seize our destiny. Isn't that right, Shulk?
So another has appeared with the ability to wield the Monado. But why would Zanza release the Monado? He surely knows it would become a double-edged sword. Yet he relinquishes it to that mere child. And a face escaped my control and acted alone. Now that the Monado has been freed, it appears the usefulness of the faces has come to an end. Although, perhaps there are still things to be learnt from having them challenge the boy.
Onwards, further down Sword Valley. So here's the interesting thing with Sword Valley. As the name implies, it's a giant valley. You go straight forward on it. But here's the thing. It's not just completely linear to the point where it's just boring. There's a lot of different ways you can go around this place. You can see these little ramps going up to different places, and you can really follow around different locations and stuff from that. While it may not have the most amount of horizontal whatever, vertically wise, it is insane. There's a lot of different layers to this place. I like to call it a giant lasagna because there's just a ton of layers to this place. Albeit the main road is pretty linear, but that main road has a lot of different places to go in within it. Along with that, this has its own collectopedia, and it's a pain in the ass of one to begin with. And I will say too, be very, very diligent about getting every single item. since we're on the Mechonis has different rules, and one of those rules being that this place is not permanent. I'm not going to spoil what happens, but just saying that for right now, this place will go away at some point. So be very diligent about actually grabbing all these items, because it's not going to be here forever, and getting these items once this place is gone is a ginormous pain in the ass. So you're probably wondering, that's a lot of spoilerly stuff to give right out that, this place isn't permanent. I'm warning you because it's the mistake I made, and I didn't know that until after it was gone. So 100%ing the game turned into a royal pain. So just be aware of that. So we have an option here. We could go on to these top sections over here. I do want to interact with this. Which does a thing. Or I guess not. I guess that just activates the thing that allows us to do the thing. Look at me using words. You got the 6th gate. Highly recommend you come over here just to get the XP for that. And this releases the giant gates. Oh man, this area oh hello, yeah, that's a big old unit. This place reminds me a lot of the second to last Colossus you fight. I think it's no, not Argus. I can't remember his name. It's like the 15th Colossus you fight in Shadow of the Colossus. This place reminds me a lot of that. But as you can see, these guys are pretty higher leveled, and I want to shut up for something specific. Let's get into a fight. Oh, okay, never mind. It doesn't happen yet. Never mind. I'm being an idiot. Let's do enchant. Now, part of the reason why I was kind of resistant about getting our anti-mechon weapons and stuff, for one, we have a lot of ways to topple enemies at this point. But along with that, enchant, we have upgraded a little bit to the point where it lasts a pretty long time. And thanks with us having haste and double attack, it's going to make things a lot easier for us to actually get our Monado arts faster. So that's personally what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be playing as Shulk for the most part. It won't be forever, but just keep in mind that I am going to be playing for Shulk a lot of the time because I just don't want to deal with the anti-mechon weapons. And that's just me not wanting to spend a bunch of money and being a cheapskate. But also just to wait for better things in the future. So we got a quality plug, normal part S, and quality frame. I think we also got some, did we just get some equipment? I thought I just saw some and I just clicked back. Oh yeah, here we go. You were rocking an agility up. So at this point as well, I'm hoping I can show this. I think, let me find that agility up. If we go into the, actually, wait. I'm so scatterbrained. I'm just excited at being at the Mechonis finally. These ether deposits are now little cylinder things. Yeah, there's no natural crystals on this place. They're just little pods. Now we look at the gem crafting. Ooh, lightning attack and ether ups. How many of those can I put on anyhow? Jack it up to 158. Can I get closer? Ooh, 98. Then 183. Let's go for it. I'm trying to get some either up 4s because I really want Melia and Ricky to have those.
I'm all over that. Finish.
Ah, so close, but yet so far. Physical defense down's good. Days up is good. I'm just gonna take the days up. Well, at the very least, it's a very high quality one, so I can still put that on Melia. Melia, you are going to take the ether up. Where is it? Oh, it's not even higher quality than my other ones. Never mind. You suck. So another thing. This place is where one of the giant level spikes comes into play. Now, those enemies we saw, they were in the high 40s. Yeah, whatever. We're about to be done with the high 40s. We're almost in the early 50s. But as you saw with that giant monstrosity that was out here, that thing was level like 53. And this comes into one of my bigger complaints with this game. The level scaling kind of goes haywire a little bit once you get into the Mechonis. It was getting kind of like that when we got to Aerith Sea a little bit, and also with... where am I going? Do I want to go over here just yet? Yes, I do. I'm just going to travel the top path. I do not suggest trying to kill that thing. But, you know, the enemies were starting to get towards our level. Here, it's going to be common for enemies to be above our level, and we've been pretty diligent about killing things and doing quests and stuff. Not every single quest, mind you, but we've been pretty high leveled up to this point, and it's been paid off pretty well. Now all of a sudden we are going to be significantly lower leveled pretty soon, so you do just want to kind of be careful when it comes to the Mechonis, and there's going to be fights where I do lose. I don't think that this game is all that easy. It's been pretty decent to us for the most part, just a couple deaths here and there, minus the Sonid. I don't want to be reminded of that. But for the most part, it's been a pretty easy ride. When it comes to the Mechonis, that is going to be going out of the window, and it's going to escalate from there on. So, not trying to scare people by saying that this place is extremely hard, because it really isn't extremely hard. You just want to be diligent about getting levels and doing things, especially since the Mechonis just only has Mechon. So, I believe, did we skip that wall? I guess we did. Or no, that one was already open. Never mind. Okay. So, we got the 5th gate, which I believe this is just... Oh, it is not opened. Okay. The nice thing is we can always come back through here and open these gates if we so wish. But you also have some new Mechon, the offensive Mechon Plus. I was hoping I was going to get that item before I had to go and do that, and whatever. Alright, enchant. So, these guys are kind of interesting. They're kind of like the lightweight class of a bunch of Mechon. Now, thankfully with Mechon, they do stay toppled for quite a long time, so works out pretty good. Get out of here. And you give us a quality jet. Art seal resistant stuff. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention that I did off screen. Before last episode, I sold all of the tier 1 gems that I had on us because we were actually running out of room. You can only hold up to 500 gems at a time, and we're not going to be using those tier 1 gems, at least not for anything else anymore besides like the AP up and all of that. So that's why I voted to just go and get rid of those. We weren't using them anyway, so that's why I got rid of them. Over here, we can get some more items. Crimson gear. You got some Mechon down there. Honeybee unit. That's another thing with these Mechon. Some of these have really funny names, and I do want to show them off. Not in this exact area, mind you, but there's going to be some in the future that's going to be really funny. Got the Dolgan Outpost, and I'm actually going to fight you because I want my I want my Talon art back. All right, get a double attack, man. Thank you. So I can combo into this. Almost get it back. Alright, we'll pop one of these so that everybody can deal with these faster. And just slowly get my arts back. I'm really glad I put on haste. I'm really feeling the difference when it comes to haste. It feels so good. Alright, heart attack. Not heart attack, hard attack. Yeesh. That sounded really weird. Kind of hoping I can kill that one. Yeah, there we go. Got Blaze going. And you can see how much Blaze is doing to them, like with the Ether arts and stuff. If you make Ricky an Ether user, and you have Melia in there, you really have no need for anti-Mechon weapons. And changing course. Okay. There's a surprise quest here, too. Alright, let's do this. Enchant still going. Backstab. Or backslash. It's not stabbing them. Bitey, bitey. Because apparently you can bleed Mechon. And we'll do lower physical defense. Not bad. And see you later, Stinky. And we got a new weapon for Ryan, actually. I don't remember if these guys actually drop anti-Mechon weapons. That thing is considerably better, though, but I don't think that actually damages Mechon. I'll give you this, and I can give you the double attack stuff. I'll give you back your stuff. Or I can give you Daze Up and just still give you Break, because that Break gem has been amazing. If I can friggin' find it. Actually, no. Well, I'll get a better double attack gem in the future. Let me find that Break gem, because I really like that thing, and that is not going to be in here, is it? Yeah, no, it's an earlier gem. I hate how the... Oh, I still have a bunch of tier 1 gems. I thought I sold them all. Never mind. Look at me being an idiot. Where's my Break gem? There it is. I'm an idiot. Alright, inside here, with these surprise quests, you absolutely want to go and do these as soon as possible, because, well, they're surprise quests. And these are pretty helpful for us. So, let's do enchants. Yoink. And let's just get this thing out of the way. We're going to be fighting Mechon for pretty much the rest of the time we're on the Mechonis. as I said, there's literally no other enemies here besides Mechon, so that's all we can really do is just kill Mechon all day. Which feels nice, because you would think that we would have been fighting a lot more Mechon on the Bionis since they were the primary antagonist, but yeah, no, now we're just starting to bring the fight to them. Hey buddy, I just want that item that's next to you. Can I please have that? Thank you. Thank you for your gooseberry. Anyways, at the top of this is going to be something interesting. Yeah, the prudent person and those little dudes. Those little dudes will alert the other Mechon to your location. So if you don't want them to be alerted, make sure you kill them first. Otherwise, let's set up enchant. Ooh, I'm gonna try to kill that. Ooh, oh, okay, no, we have to focus this guy first. I'm already almost dead. This is kind of awkward. I want more damage. I'm just gonna go for the daze. Ricky, man, this is gonna be very interesting for us. I guess Blaze. Yeah, because I don't have your healing art on you, and I probably should put that on you. All right, Dunban. I guess just go for damage. I guess. That sounded cool. Very mechanical. Alright, let's focus on the small fry first, because this thing's going to be more dangerous in the future. Oh my god, Dunban. Alright. Get those two. Got that guy down too. Alright, focus, boys. Don't focus on the main guy. Dunban's already almost dead too. Alright. Get all the small fry out of here. And surely... get back here, man. Alright, chain attack. Alright, let's do this. Buster! Ricky, you do, shoot. What do I want you to do? I could do Happy Happy? Try to get my talent gauge, or the party gauge back? Yeah, sure. Better than nothing. And then you just keep going for Soaring Tempest. And we get an extension. Perfect for me. I think I'm gonna spend this one just to heal Shulk. I'm gonna play it safe. Besides, we're about to get our chain attack again, so it's not that big a deal. Now we are gonna be... Oh god, Dunban, please don't die. Please don't die. Spam art so you get onto me. That's perfect. We still have enchants. Alright. You, bring it down. Ricky. What do I want you to do? Man, what do I want you to do? This, I guess Friezenate, get some extra damage. I need this thing toppled. There we go. It's a little dicey, especially for Dunban. I'm gonna go re-proc that enchant so I don't have to worry about that. And let's get the Shaker Edge. And further on the chain attack gauge. Alright. Come on, man. I don't like that you're focused on Shulk. This is really awkward. Let's get this. Hopefully I can kill you with this. Here we go. Alright, we're chilling. I took the most freaking dangerous route of doing this, but it's fine. Let's topple you just to make sure we kill you. You have literally 1 health. You suck. Man, get out of here. Slashed his ass for the kill. And an Orion Cap. Not bad. Level up on the 2 of them, and Ricky got a new art. Hello. And we got some new stuff. Mountain Spear, the Quality Shaft, and some Blade Leggings. Sure. And normal part S. Let's go see that new art for Ricky. Ricky got Peekaboo. Okay, this one's specifically for Mechons, so this actually pairs very nicely right now. It's a physical attack that will have a chance to, actually, it just confuses Mechon. Confusion we haven't really seen yet. I'll go put that on for shits and giggles. Roly-Poly's amazing. I'll get rid of, man, Sneaky is so good for the damage though. I'll get rid of Happy Happy for now. But yeah. It's really nice. What Confusion does is it kind of just makes Mechon move around weirdly and doesn't let them do anything, so it's pretty nice. And there's a funny quirk with this that we can see in the future as well. But for right now, we will not be able to see that. I don't think anybody... Yeah, no, nobody else got anything. So now this little base is ours. Get some pretty wind crystals. Stumbling over my words, I apologize. And... I will say too, with Sword Valley, this place is where I started getting nervous about the game. As I said, things get pretty difficult from here on out, and while we've been fine, it's still gonna be a little rough, so that's why I'm kind of just being diligent about things, hoping that I can keep stuff up. I'm kind of thinking about having Rhine on, but the problem with that, again with this, I may just have to say screw the affinity and just have Rhine in, because Rhine is going to be our ultimate tank. I guess same with Ricky, because Ricky has so much health, but anyways, I'm rambling at this point. I'm just worried about things in the future, because every time I get to Sword Valley, I just get worried about not being able to do enough damage to things, and, well, we do take a lot of damage. We should be fine, though. Alright, I was gonna shake your edge, but whatever. You're dead.
I can see this isn't pushing you at all.
Alright. Heading back out, okay, that's just peachy. I'm just gonna run from you guys. You guys are gonna be annoying. Just want to keep going on the main path. At least there's really no side quests or anything. That's another weird thing with the Mechonis. There's no side quests because there's no people here to give you side quests, so what you're going to be running into is a bunch of surprise quests. Can you get off of me, man? Jesus. 4th gate. Alternatively, we could have taken the upper side over there, which, yeah, no, I'll leave that be. We can go up there from here anyways. Melee units and the fortress unit. Those fortress units are no joke. Those things hurt. So you do want to be very careful when it comes to traversing in these areas. I kind of wanted to... Oh, okay. There's a pathway over there. This does cross over, so be mindful about your map. The map can be kind of weird at times, but it still does help. Heading into here, I believe this... Yeah, I want to go into here. We got some more Mechon, some Honeybee units, and a Mechon Plus. And I'm gonna have to fight you guys anyways, because you're gonna see me. Bring it on, nerds! Yoink. When it comes to Sword Valley, though, I really like Sword Valley. It's such a really cool place to go and explore, because you've seen it literally since the beginning of the game. And if you don't remember, literally the beginning of the game, when you're playing as Dunban, you're on Sword Valley. We actually come to the place where we fought all that time ago. Oh, 50 episodes ago, dear God. That is weird to put into context, because, here's to say, I don't even think we're halfway through the game just yet. And got some new stuff. So kind of like with Valak Mountain and all the other places we've been going throughout so far. Take your time. Take your time, explore around, kill some stuff, etc. Especially since with the levels getting jacked up a little bit soon, you're gonna want to kill a lot of things, and I do... Oh God, you are making it complicated. I'm just gonna go in between you guys. You suck. I don't want to fight literally everything, especially since we pretty much almost out of time here. Please let me get that item orb. Please let me get that item orb. You suck. Oh my God, and you're just gonna be... Why are you so fast? Okay, thank you. Get out of my way. And just for a thing I already had. Damn it. But over here is a Ether Crystal pod. I won't be able to say Ether Crystal deposit anymore, because now they're just pods. Can't have that Juju Silver. I thought that was just Juju, like his, you know, back at Colony 6. Whatever. Pretty fire crystals in this Ether Gear, and 2 good ones. Nice. Alright. What was I gonna do? What was I gonna check? Oh, the Collectopedia. Only need 3 items. We're doing good already. Not bad. So, actually, I think this is a pretty good place to end things off. I'm gonna go back to the Dolgan Outpost. Oh, okay. That's just rude, buddies. Are you guys respawn? I mean, I did reload back in the area. Man, you suck. Okay. As I'm running away from the stupid little Seeker unit, I think it's a pretty good place to end things off there. With a giant Mechon unit in the distance, dear God. So, next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, we're gonna be exploring more of Sword Valley. Yeesh. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.